the store, and we can look at what we do with those relics. So this is the out-of-game store, where we kind of unlock different customization vanity items. In the beta, the only thing we have in the store here are vanity items, but in the final game there'll also be some interesting gameplay items you can unlock with relics. So let's use those relics to maybe purchase this vanity chest. It's a treasure chest that gives us some random items.
What's it gonna be?
Yeah. Awesome.
3 taunts.
We got some taunts, so let's check them out. Oh snap. We got the uppercut.
Classics.
And we got the kiss it. Cool. So this is an interesting way to kind of unlock new customization items. But if you're interested in just getting a really specific item, you're like, I really just want Tuxedo Drake because he looks awesome. You can also use Uncharted points, which are the orange currency there, to purchase a specific item. So maybe let's just purchase one of these, like Tuxedo Drake.
Looking so suave.
Awesome.
Yeah. Can we buy the aviators too?
Oh yeah, let's do that. So let's look at our hat customization.
Yeah.
Square aviators, those are awesome. Cool. So yeah, there's some cool customization options in the beta. There's a lot more variety in there. Maybe let's just go into customization briefly and take a quick look at some of the other stuff in there. So obviously now we can equip our Tuxedo Drake skin, and awesome. This Island Lane is cool. And let's take a look at some of the hats we've got. So these are only a small selection of the final hats that will be in the game, and this is just what's in the beta, just to kind of give you guys a taste. You can see some of the classics like Tenzin's hat from Uncharted 2, the Square Aviators, a classic from Uncharted 3. Cool. Drake's looking pretty suave. I think he's ready to go into battle.
Okay.
That's some great taunts. Cool. All right, so let's jump into a match.
So one of the things you can do here while you're waiting for a match is at the bottom right-hand corner, is what we're calling sort of the player widget, which shows the summary of your relics, Uncharted points, and beta points. And when you press square on this, this gives you an idea of how close you are to your next beta point, which we'll cover here in a moment, and where you're at with your current challenges.
So the way the beta points work is that you're earning cash during the match, and once you've earned enough cash, then you'll earn your next beta point, and those are used just during the beta to unlock the different guns and mysticals and sidekicks,
Right.
correct? Alright, looks like we've got a full match. So now you're going to select your loadout. What kind of loadout are you going to use, Vinith?
So I'm going to use the assault loadout.
You're going to do assault loadout?
Yeah. So I like the assault loadout just because I'm an aggressive player. So let's take a look here real quick. So yeah, here's the assault loadout. So I'm a huge fan of the Wrath of El Dorado. I'm a really aggressive player, so I throw the El Dorado in. I'll rush after the guys, chase them down, kill them. And of course, I like closer range weapons as well.
Yeah.
There you go, Tuxedo Drake with the aviators.
He's looking like he's going to a fancy party on a boat.
All right, here we go.
All right. So the way the in-game store works is, as you're performing in multiplayer with either doing well with your mystical, your sidekick earning cash, or you downing and KOing opponents,
Or picking up treasures.
or picking up treasures that are marked throughout the map on your radar, you'll earn cash. And with this cash, you're able to bring up the in-game store. So
Oh, you got lucky on that one. Just charging up the
Ooh,
grappling
look at
hook.
that.
That's C4. Someone just so one of the new pieces of gear we have is a revive kit. And the way that works is that it's sort of like a grenade for downed allies, and automatically kicks off a revive for them. Get there, get there, get there. Nice. Oh. So right now Vinith has $515 cash, and this is the in-game store, which you can bring up while you're playing or while you're waiting to respawn. And in the store, he just upgraded his grenade. We've introduced gear in the moment-to-moment and multiplayer. Gear ranges from everything from a grenade to a revive pack, C4, smoke grenade, and the mine. And as you upgrade these during a match, you can increase the number you're carrying, and you can increase how they function, or change how they function, excuse me. And decrease the time it takes for them to recharge. So with gear, when you use it, it kicks off a timer to recharge.
Tell us about these treasures that Vinith is picking up here.
Yeah, so as the match progresses, you have opportunities to pick up treasures that get marked on your radar. And to see the yellow diamond up there on the radar. The way that works is each treasure you pick up, you get $200 cash and some ammo. You have the chance on a treasure pickup to get a relic, and that relic can then be used to unlock a chest. So what you saw there is that we've really tried to be conscious of improving the melee as compared to the previous Uncharted games. So it's a 3-hit down now, and you're able to roll to avoid. And what Vinith did right there with the rope, once you murk these fools, go back into a charge melee, yeah. You can hold L1, and that'll put you in a charge melee state, and then you press square, and you can down your opponent in 1 hit. So it looks like the villains just threw up the staff of Aramonko. You see it marked there on the radar, and as you're on radar, we let you know clearly, and that's what that icon above Vinith is right now.
When you're charging the melee, that's all you can do, though, right? It's like you're basically leaving yourself weak to
Correct.
being able to shoot. You have to get out of the charge melee.
So the way revive works is that it stacks with more people involved during the revive. It also stacks with a revive pack. So when someone throws a revive pack, it kicks off the revive. Anyone that joins into the revive, it goes faster. Oh, no! So you can roll
nice
from charge
roll.
melee. Nade, nade, nade. Oh.
There's some help. This is certainly an exciting game. I want to start playing now.
Yeah, I'm actually.
When's our next playtest?
I'm gonna ask Vinith for the controller here in a minute.
Sure.
So Vinith just spawned a brute, right?
Correct. Yeah, you can see the brute lays down some heavy firepower, but moves slowly. We were initially the brute moved at the same speed as the other sidekicks, and we realized that was bananas pretty quickly.
And I don't know if you mentioned it during the sidekick videos, but we're seeing it here where the things that your sidekicks do also earn you cash.
Correct. Yeah, each time the brute damages an opponent, you'll be earning cash. So you might recognize some of the characters from the previous Uncharted games. Vinith was just aiming at Marlowe. That's not there. He's new. Of course, we have Elena. Who are we gonna spawn in with here? All right, and then I got my brother Sam. And each character, you know, we were again being conscious of what kind of fan service we can put into the moment-to-moment of MP. I mean, you know, at Naughty Dog, we really aim to make the games that we're interested in playing, and one thing we were interested in doing was ensuring that we had the characters. We had our characters were expressive of who they are in the moment-to-moment multiplayer. So each character has specific lines written to their persona. So when
internally, and everyone's coming by to you after the games and even sending you emails providing feedback. So even though this beta is being launched, we've definitely hammered at it and iterated on it pretty much every day.
Yeah, and actually one of my favorite parts about the playtest is that people come over and we'll talk about these moments we had during the match, and everyone remembers them, and it's awesome. It's rare to have a game that you get those moments you remember.
Yeah, I think the cool thing that I really saw coming to fruition over time was the fact that we created systems that allow for the creation for a wide. I was terrible there. That allowed for a wide variety of short story moments to occur, and it's those water cooler moments that we see a lot of people share after a playtest in the office. All right, I got to perform, so you guys gotta speak to.
But I thought this was the hazing ritual where you've got to talk and play the game at the same time. And we'll test you on it.
I can do it, but I mean, there's
So
a
you
lot
just
of people
blew up
watching.
an enemy mine there, right?
Correct.
Yeah.
And now you're trying using this secondary zoom on that meddler weapon.
On the meddler, the
which is
meddler is
nice.
so good.
So this is one of the maps I really like because there's a couple like one-way spots where you can only go in one direction. There's some really good like high up
my
vantage
God.
points as well where you can use the meddler. What were you thinking about? Like I know some of the maps you had some real distinct thoughts or philosophies behind how you wanted to design them with sight lines and how players flowed through them. What was the thought process behind this map?
Well, that's one for Robert.
Oh,
Who's busy playing?
Sorry, I'm performing. I got to perform.
I'm
for
asking you a
everybody.
question.
Yeah, so the philosophy for our maps from once we realized that we were going to really latch on to a rich competitive game was to try to create spaces that let teams move together and also facilitate the idea of fronts that I spoke to earlier. We really wanted the layouts to allow players to run into each other in large numbers. And so we had to create spaces that would facilitate that as often as possible. This is a bad idea. It's a bad idea.
You're too busy focused on the challenges. Is that what happened? Or at least just say yes.
Well, I mean, camaraderie, right? I can't let Elena go down when I'm playing as Drake. That's unacceptable.
But yeah, we're a strong believer in teamwork. A lot of our mechanics are sort of designed around teamwork. The revive system, the radar itself is a big part, kind of awareness of where your teammates are and where the enemies are. And yeah, team fights. Like we think team fights are a lot more
there's a
fun than
C4.
1v1.
Love that C4 so much.
That was a great little bait you did there.
Yeah, that was
Yeah.
real good.
I know. Thanks, guys.
Robert's an
let's-
expert at the C4.
Yeah, I don't know about that.
Probably going to
but-
be the only time I'm ever going to see that because I definitely don't have that much foresight when I play.
I was gonna get some Indra's Eternity action there, but
Yeah, it's interesting actually. So each of us in the design team sort of gravitate to a different type of gear. We've sort of become like the owners of the gear that we love, and so we try to put as much effort into making it feel as awesome as we can. And so Robert's particularly interested in the C4.
Whoa, there goes the
Did I get
Indra's
anybody?
Eternity.
I didn't get anybody. Oh, he's in it. Get through.
It looks like someone comboed it with the Wrath of
Yep.
El Dorado there. This is a close match. Oh, somebody using Chitamani.
Yeah, that was awesome.
Revive.
Root down.
So it looks like you got a lot of cash there for killing a sidekick.
Yes, the sidekicks as they perform increase in the level of cash they can offer towards the enemy team when they're taken out.
Sort of one of our goals with all of our
Oh.
more powerful mechanics is that there should be some kind of counterplay or comeback that's built into it. So even with NPCs, they're powerful. Sorry, the sidekicks, they're powerful, but of course the counter is that they're worth a lot of money to the enemy team.
Oh, gotta get my treasure. Yeah, I've been a relic fiend since we've introduced the ability to get. No, no relic. Damn it.
So when the beta launches later this week, there's only one mode in there, right?
Correct.
But we've got many modes planned.
Yeah, we'll be revealing more modes as we approach ship.
So this beta doesn't cover everything. It's still a small taste of a lot of things that we have yet to reveal.
Yeah, absolutely. No, absolutely. I mean, we've definitely wanted to be pretty data hungry, and so we've have a wide variety of things that are in the game that'll be in the beta. But there's so much more to show off.
Oh boy. Nice.
So as you kill players, they have a chance of dropping a relic, and it's that beautiful purple particle there. And you pick them up, and
That's getting you closer to buying your next treasure chest.
correct.
And I saw some people asking, just to remind everyone, the beta starts on December 4th, so later this week. You'll have to own Uncharted Nathan Drake Collection, and that gives you exclusive access into the multiplayer beta, and it runs till December 13th.
We gotta fix that bug.
Yeah, and speaking of bugs, it is a beta, so you can definitely expect some bugs, probably some crashes.
Absolutely. You saw Elena just throw 2 grenades there. That's because she upgraded her grenade that allows her to charge up to 2.
But that does take quite a while to earn enough.
Absolutely.
Earn 2 grenades.
Yeah,
Smell-
just real quick regarding bugs, given this is a beta, please don't hesitate if you see something that looks terribly wrong letting us know.
Yeah, we'll be making updates to the beta as it's going through the 10 days that it's live.
Right on. Throw the staff, throw the staff. Oh, someone's gonna gin out. That's cool.
Oh, you got a guy behind you. So you're preparing your charge melee there just in case there was someone around the corner.
I was looking at my radar when my teammate threw down a staff, and now I'm chasing Elena down. But I didn't have to because we just won. Yeah, we're really excited about the number of things we'll be introducing once the game launches on March 18th.
People keep asking about modes, but we'll be talking about more modes later. Like, we're focused on Team Deathmatch.
Correct.
For the beta, both to get your impressions and to start getting some of our data as well. But we'll be revealing, again, there's a lot more to the multiplayer beta that we're revealing, and so some of it's going to be modes as well. There's other characters as well. There's just a small snippet of what we'll have out there.
Some characters you'll see in the trailer, but there are many more.
Yeah, just because they're not in the beta doesn't mean that, and you saw them in the trailer does not mean that they won't be available in the end.
Oh. Deep there.
That would have been really sweet, rushing through the smoke, taking somebody out with that one hit.
I almost got that.
Yeah,
It's hard
that's
to
the
do.
dream. Let's got Marlo. There's Flynn.
No. Oh boy.
Oh.
That's that pistole deep ball. Yeah, I shouldn't have tried to take out the whole team there.
Yeah, speaking of modes, actually, we've been testing a bunch internally, and there's some promising results, so really excited to
Such a
reveal that
tease.
eventually.
Some promising results, but I won't tell you about it right now.
So I'm gonna try to flank here. Oh.
So Team Deathmatch is 5v5.
Correct.
Some people weren't. We were going through the loading screens real quick, so they didn't see how many characters are on. So it's a 5v5 total 10-player Team Deathmatch.
Correct.
So the beta will be roughly available worldwide at the same time. If you've gone through a lot of the betas we've had before, it rolls out over regions, just because everyone's at a different time zone. So it'll be available throughout the day, so it might not be exactly, not everyone will be able to jump in at the exact same time. But generally, everybody should be pretty close to each other.
God damn that. Ouch. T-ball.
He's so good.
Alright, I'm gonna try buying a gin here. See if I can turn things around. This game's not going so well for me so far. First, I'm gonna pick up some more treasure though.
I saw in the trailer, and there's a little bit in our other map, but there's some degree of destructibility with our environments as well, right?
The environments are dynamic. Destructibility is definitely a term I wouldn't use for what we're doing with our environments, but we've definitely been conscious of introducing little snippets of bringing the environment to life in high action areas. Like, for example, those sandbags that you see there, the top sandbags morph as they get shot. In the market on this Madagascar city map, you'll see a wide variety of objects go flying in the air, from fruit to containers. And then we've also leveraged some key landmarks throughout the map that'll break apart as they're getting damaged. Yeah.
Oh, nice rope. Nice charge melee there.
So I was able to use the Jade to kind of like flank around the enemy a little bit, get a good position on that guy who's in cover.
So speaking to the design of the charge melee a little bit, originally this was kind of meant as a replacement for the stealth kills we had in previous games. The reason behind it was we wanted some kind of more interesting gameplay behind the charge melee. We wanted some kind of way for players to react and be able to dodge, and for the attacking player to kind of premeditate that stealth attack.
He's got rope melee.
Yeah, there's actually our classic rope melee from the single player trailers.
Yep. While you're in midair, you can land on an opponent with square. Yeah, melee was definitely, looking back on Uncharted 2 and Uncharted 3, melee was definitely one of the weaker aspects of the core systems, and we were very conscious of what we could do to make it better, and we feel that what we've done with 3 hit down now and the charge melee and getting roll to function a lot better to avoid melee, we've definitely made melee far more interesting.
We use kind of a term internally called Yomi, which is, some of you may know, it's a term kind of coined by David Serlin. It's about kind of reading the situation and being able to respond, and so we want melee to be kind of dynamic in that sense. Kind of predict what your enemy's going to do and be able to dodge out of the way, and kind of have more interesting melee encounters that don't just evolve into double downs.
Yeah, for anyone interested in video game development, Serlin.net.
Yes.
Legit website to go to.
Yeah, that guy's a smart man.
Yeah, there we go.
Oh, Sully went down. Oh, that was nice. Zarvich is coming around, watch out. Left. Backseat driving, sorry, Aaron.
Oh,
I'm not gonna be a backseat gamer.
No.
Oh, that's close.
That was a pretty good job, though. I don't think I've really ever successfully rolled away from someone trying to melee attack me. But
Oh, really? Yeah,
my reflexes aren't that good, I guess.
pretty effective. It's one of the big things we did with the melee. Is make sure people always have a counter to it. It's not a guaranteed kill.
Yeah.
Okay.
A couple of people missed Dave Serlin, so it's serlin.net.
Correct.
SIRLIN.net.
That's right.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to get to a bunch of questions, but keep scrolling by real fast.
Ooh.
Oh,
Oh boy.
So, how long do matches take? What are the win conditions for TDM in the beta?
Currently, the match length is 12 minutes, and the goal is 35 kills.
That's the maximum match length, though. Like the actual match length is typically a fair bit shorter than that, right?
Yeah,
It
match
times
length,
out at 10 minutes.
Yeah.
yeah, it generally varies between 8 to 10 minutes. All depends on the caliber of players.
Oh, that was it.
Cool. We got a couple minutes left on the stream, so maybe we can just go through a few more questions.
Already?
Yeah. Time flies, doesn't it?
Man, that's a bummer.
Well, we can try to see if we can jump in one more match while we answer a bunch
Sure.
of questions if you want. We don't have to end right on time.
No, yeah.
Keep showing the game.
We should answer a lot more questions. What else you got?
So you see, I'm looking at questions instead of playing. That's the fun part. I look at the fun part. Let's see what else.
Go open a chest.
Oh, do I have enough else?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, let's go open another chest. Awesome. Here
Oh.
we go.
Yes.
We got a new
What's the
style.
outfit? What's the outfit?
People are asking about
Sam, I'll take it.
Some people are asking about the size of the beta download, which I know I wrote about and I completely forgot. So I think it's 7 gigs is the download for all regions, but it'll look different on the install size will be different on each PS4 depending on if you're in Europe and you have other languages installed.
The download size is no less than 7 and no greater than 11. I can't recall exactly what it is.
Yeah, I think it
varies per region.
Yeah, it varies per region, but I think it's generally about 7 for everybody. But the install size will be different, even though the initial
Right.
download is only 7 gigs.
So one of the cool things you can do in the beta is you can go full tuxedo team for the heroes, with the exception of Elena. She has kind of an island outfit, but everybody else has formal attire.
But Island Elena with aviators looks amazing.
That is a cool combination. Yeah, big props to our character team. They've done just an amazing job on these characters. Like, we actually can't even believe that these are actually the same models that we use in the multiplayer game. Like,
Just looks extraordinary.
if you just get close to the character, this is the exact same model that we use, which is amazing. Character team has done a phenomenal job.
Yeah, absolutely extraordinary job. Truly next gen looking.
One of my favorite characters is Orca. He's got some cool shades, and when you put on different hats, he always keeps his shades on.
That's what Orca does.
Yeah. So I think we've got the
Yeah.
balaclava.
A former outfielder in baseball. Those sunglasses on.
And even when he put on the aviators, he's still got his other shades on.
He's a little like Exhibit. He heard you like shades, so he's got shades on top of his shades.
That's right. Cool. Were there any other questions there, or is that the...
We're busy talking. So people are asking about when exactly the beta launches. We haven't set a time yet, but it will be on December 4th. So just stay tuned, and we'll let you know once it's live.
The exact time.
When it's rolling around across all regions. Let's see. There's a lot of questions about things that we're not talking about yet, or we haven't revealed yet. So there's a lot more going into the beta that we haven't revealed yet, or into multiplayer that we haven't revealed yet. So beta is going to be just a small section of what you're able to see in the final game.
With that said, there is a lot of content in the beta, though. I mean, this is actually a much broader beta than you typically get in most betas. You know, like, we play a lot of betas from other games, and we're like, okay, yeah, they gave us a few guns, they gave us a few abilities and stuff. Like, we're going to give players a lot of things to play with because we really want feedback on all that stuff. We really want them to try it, yeah.
And definitely a lot of other characters, including fan favorites. You just might not see them in the beta. But if you look at the multiplayer trailer, you'll see a lot of the other characters that you'll be able to see in multiplayer as well. And then, yeah, I'm pretty sure that there is no preload for the beta as well. Let's see.
Like Lazarevich with the golfer hat. You know, he's got that kind of like mean look to him, but he's like, yeah, I'm kind of going out on the links today.
But he has a soft side, too. Yeah. You can't go wrong with that.
Everybody looks good with aviators.
Legit. You want to jump into another match?
Oh, sure. Are we doing another match? I thought this was...
Yeah, if you wanted to. Yeah, we've got time. We can do
Great.
one
so
more
maybe
match.
Vinithia could make a loadout
Sure.
and
I'm gonna
dive
do
in.
my classic. This is my favorite right here. I'm gonna go with the shotgun.
You can just add a new loadout, by the way. You don't have to
good call.
change the existing one.
Let's do that. So I'll go shotgun.
So a lot of work's also been put into the character models for multiplayer. I mean, they're looking really good.
Absolutely.
When I was walking by a lot of the character team, I saw them working on it. I was like, I had no idea that that was actually going into the beta at the time, or into multiplayer at the time.
Yeah.
Too.
Regarding, you know, with not only with the characters you see in the beta, but the wide variety of other characters that will have it ship. These characters are going to have a very rich set of vanity items associated with them, and they're all going to look incredible. Really looking forward to showing the rest of the character roster as we approach launch of all the different characters we'll be able to play as in multiplayer.
So, Vanessa, why don't you go back in the loadout and tell us what you made there?
Okay, so, well, I love the shotgun. It's kind of a recent addition to the game, but it really suits my style of aggressive play. I got the Raffica, sort of a backup pistol, long-range scenarios. Injures Eternity, I think, combos really well with the shotgun. So Injures Eternity, as you may remember, slows down players in an area. So I just kind of rush them as they're slowed down. It works really, really well. Revive Pack, I like to support my teammates still, so I use the Revive Pack as sort of both a support tool as well as it also generates kind of good cash. China Lake is my favorite power weapon. I just love the feeling of like stunning a guy and then downing him. It's really great. Hunter is also another one that kind of combos well with the shotgun because someone will get grabbed and I'll go up to them and shotgun them in the face. And then Cash Trip is one of our boosters that increases the amount of cash you get kind of per tick. We have this kind of passive cash that you're getting throughout the match. So this is just a good way for me to generate more cash for my loadout.
So for just talking about the beta, I'm trying to go through a bunch of the questions. So
Sure.
again, and people keep asking about different modes and different features about the game. So we're talking about what's in the beta right now. There's a lot more other things that are going into the final version of multiplayer that we haven't been able to reveal yet, but we will before it launches. So there's a much bigger picture to how multiplayer is. So there will be more modes and other things as well. Someone did ask, why is Aaron so cool? I'll leave that for you to answer.
Why are you so cool, Aaron? Do you want to speak to that?
So another one is, let's see. I'm trying to go through all these questions. We're getting a lot of requests already from people about the guns that they see in the game. So it'd be good if play the game a little bit and leave us feedback in the beta forums, or if you get to give the game a chance. I mean, we spent a lot of time iterating it and balancing everything. So we'd really like you to hammer at it. Let's see.
That's not the load I chose.
So people are asking what or what does not carry over from beta into the final multiplayer game.
Oh, there'll be nothing that'll carry over.
Yeah, the beta is always self-contained.
Correct. Yeah, the beta will stand entirely on its own.
And that's part of it because we're still developing a lot of, we'll be iterating on the feedback that we get. So things will be changing. So trying to carry some of that stuff over wouldn't really apply later on.
Yeah, that was awesome.
Oh, that car exploded.
I think we've actually just recently reduced the radius on that explosion, so it's a little large. So Vinith likes to use his revive pack instead of doing a normal revive so that he can keep fighting while he's reviving his teammates. I know, I've noticed that's one of his tactics, which is awesome.
So Madagascar City is one of our maps that tries to facilitate a little more long-range combat, so I'm interested in seeing how Vinith here rolls with the shotty.
The beta lasts till December 13th. Someone was asking if there'll be a headshot indicator, so when you kill someone on the right side, it'll indicate if you've managed to get them with a headshot as well. So again, the beta, yeah, it's answered already there, but the beta runs from December 4th to the 13th.
And yeah, there definitely are headshot indicators in the game, both when you're doing a headshot on a player and then also when you get down by a headshot. We tell you in the kill card. I really like these towers that one of our designers made this map, Rodney. Create some cool verticality, give you some rope options. Oh no! Yeah, awesome rope melee.
Ah, and I got killed by this guy over here.
Diva? No.
Yeah. Rodney, actually.
Rodney, nice.
Gonna buy my Interest of Trinity.
Yes.
Let's wreck some fools here. Alright. Oh shit.
Well, someone asked if the spawns are random, which they're not. Obviously, we're placing people, we're spawning teammates together.
Nice.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, no, the spawn point, the spawn system's been something that we've no doubt looked at quite a bit to facilitate what we're trying to do by creating fronts and such. And so the spawn system is not random. It actually takes a wide variety of things into account.
Some people asked
as to
about
where you should
medals,
get
and there's
placed.
one that just popped up a second ago.
Correct. The medals in the beta is a little light compared to previous Uncharted games.
Oh, but it's a beta as
But
well.
for ship, we'll have a wide variety of more medals present.
You see players doing a lot of revives, and you might think that's, just for the stream, but actually we do this all the time when we're playing because it's actually the most effective way to play the game is to keep your team alive.
Absolutely.
And most high-level players, they're reviving constantly. We've seen some of our best QA guys. They use the Chintamani stone. Like the moment a player is down, they're trying to revive them instantly with the Chintamani, which is super effective, but also costly, and you can only use it in a few number of times before you run out of cash.
I'm gonna follow my hunter here. He's gonna seek out targets for me.
So we keep getting a lot of questions, and I'll just keep reiterating that we haven't revealed all of the modes and all of the options for the beta. Again, the beta is going to be just a limited look at what goes into the final version of multiplayer. We'll be revealing a lot more of that once we're closer to launch.
Oh, no.
Oh, that's a shame.
That's a change of events. Oh, crap. Eldorado. Try to crawl to my teammate here. Oh, I got hit by Medkit.
Medkit, nice.
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh, nice job.
So that was a great example of how the hunter can be taken out by an effective team. You know,
Yeah, sidekicks generally are less effective when you're having a team really sort of coordinate themselves around taking them out.
it looked like they were focus firing from a distance on that hunter
Yeah,
as he was
absolutely.
approaching, so it wasn't able to get a grab there.
So there's only 2 maps in the beta, but we're launching with 8. And if you missed it, you almost got a sneak preview of a 3rd map that we have
Yeah,
in
I
development.
don't know what that shouldn't be on there. I don't know why that's on there.
Looks like someone else has a hunter out here.
So we have a handy quick weapon swap that we put in, L2 square. It's really
Oh,
useful
yeah,
for
good call.
these kind of loadouts where we have close range and long range combined.
Oh,
boy.
Oh, mine got
Another
you.
mine.
Nice.
Gonna try to crawl over to my teammate here. Oh, nice. Oh,
Oh.
damn. Should have fell off. I'm gonna upgrade my gear some more.
Yeah, one of the great things to do when you're in the downstate is actually just move to some cover. It allows you to not only be protected, but also your allies as they come in for the revive. Oh.
Oh, he's got a
boy.
brood out. This is going to be tough. And,
And a hunter.
So
Just got
someone
both.
Nice.
someone's asking if you can take multiple sidekicks. So that's something that is possible.
Absolutely. In your in-game store, you can equip up to 3 sidekicks if you want to.
The only key is that you can't spawn more than one at a time. So you have that limit.
Yeah, if you have a sidekick alive and you spawn a new one, it will kill your current sidekick. It's a close match.
Yeah, this is a really close match.
Some people are asking about the controller customization options in terms of which triggers you can use and if that type of stuff is being switched. I know in our single player that we were investigating a lot of options. We were talking about that.
Oh, do it. Do it.
Nice.
Oh,
Did you get them?
we got Marlowe.
No.
Ah, missed them. That was
The controller customization options aren't as rich as we want them quite yet. But for those who are interested, and I know there are a few of them, we do currently have the option to save your shoulder swap, which was
There's also the L1, like R1 swapped with like L2, R2, I think. And
Did that make?
I thought that was in there.
Oh no, we should look at that one.
Well, it's something.
We'll
it's
look after
something.
this.
It's definitely something that we're considering. If it's not in the beta, it's something
Absolutely.
we're definitely looking
Yeah,
into.
yeah,
absolutely.
Like we're really trying to put in a lot of controller customization options and really listen to their feedback from previous games in terms
Oh,
of
C4. Gotcha.
especially things like the shoulder swap.
damn. Oh, I have 15 health left.
Like I disabled shoulder swap. We were talking about this yesterday because I'm really hard on the R3
Press it
button. So
accidentally, yeah.
All right, this is a really close match.
This is pretty good.
We've seen games like this turn around though, where we're up 33-29 and then the other team wins. Oh my God! No way! All right, last kill, last kill.
Oh, nice.
That was a good match to end on.
That was a very good match to end on.
pretty good.